got close to one particular guy, and being 13, having a crush is like, you're in love. And for about a year and a half, we talked every day. He asked me for a sexy picture, and what he said would change my life. He said, here's your mom, your dad, here's where they work, here's your sister, where she goes to school, here's your front door, and here's videos I took without your permission. And he said, if you do not do what I say, I will hurt you, I will hurt your family, and I will ruin your life.
Well, Kaylee was hanging out with her friend Sierra when they innocently went online, and Kaylee was zeroed in on by predators. What she didn't know, though, was the same men who were targeting her also turned their attention to Sierra, and soon she became their victim as well. Now, joining us virtually is Sierra. Sierra, thank you so much for being here and talking about this. I know it would be a lot easier not to.
Thank you for having me.
Well, I appreciate it. And when this all started, you were how old?
I was about to be 12. I was a little bit younger than Kaylee.
All right.
I was 11.
You said they wanted you to cut your wrist and legs on camera.
They wanted me to cut my legs and my arms on camera, and it was like a sexual thing for them. At some point, I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to die. And he was like, do it. Like, let me watch. Like, that'd be hot. And at that point, I was like, what am I in? This is not who I thought it was. I don't know how to stop it. I'm scared. Like, what is there to do? And nobody knew. So I had nobody to talk to.
And I'm really curious, and I'm asking this in the event that children are watching this right now that are in a similar situation, don't know what to think, don't know what to say to their parents, or how to disclose this. What were you saying to yourself at the time? Because you had no one to talk to, you were just alone with your own thoughts. What were you saying to yourself alone in your room?
That how could this have happened to me? How could I have been so stupid to let this happen to me? I always believed, per my parents, that I was a very mature 11, 12, 13-year-old. So if they were saying this, why would I let this happen to myself? It's not your fault, and it's really hard not to feel alone.
And what did you think would happen if you had gone to your parents and said, look, I made a bad decision, I did something I shouldn't have done, and I'm getting blackmailed? What did you think would happen?
They would cast me out, hate me forever, and I would basically die of lack of love.
And what did you think at the time?
I thought that I'd get kicked out of the house. Like, they'd be like, oh, you're a really bad kid. We don't want you anymore, you know? Like we're gonna put you up for adoption or something. I don't know, like just get rid of me, basically. Yeah. But I know that my parents are like there for me, like the same with Sierra. Like I know that my parents like love me and care for me. It's just like I don't know, like the way that they were like drilling things into our brain made us think that our parents weren't there for us.
What would have been your reaction if she'd come to you with this?
I would have found them. I would have found their IP addresses. I would have gone after them. I would have gotten in touch with the FBI. I would have definitely not stopped until they were caught. There's no way it could have stopped me.
Yeah, you would have had a reaction, but it wouldn't have been against her.
Not at all. I think it's really important to say to parents out there that they should not judge their children for these things. This can be any child that this can happen to. So parents should know to be open and be supportive and not blame the child at all.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.